Ryan, big road win, big comeback road win, and as a new guy to the team, as a freshman, a lot of the new guys contributing on the score sheet on Saturday night. What did you see from your point of view for the game?
Yeah, for sure. It felt good to come back in that game like that, and the guys before the game were telling me that Ferris was a tough building to play in and whatnot, and they came out hot, but I think we responded really well, and Polsey came out and got us a big goal, and we kind of just rolled from there. So.
With all the new guys on the team, I think 13 to 14 of them, how is, the leadership in Jason Poland and the other captains really helped everybody kind of adjust to things?
Yeah, it's been really great. Polsey's a terrific leader, and so is Aiden Fulp. And I sit beside Cole Gallant in the room, and if I ever have any questions for him, and he's always there to answer whatever I have to say. So.
You're coming here off of a tremendous final year of junior hockey in the AJHL. As a big scorer, how do you kind of temper yourself and keep yourself from trying to do too much out there, when you're still adjusting to the college game?
Yeah, I knew coming in that the college game was definitely a big step up, and but I try to do a lot of the similar things, and I don't try to change my game too much, and I feel like through the first three it's gone pretty well, but I know it's going to get more difficult as time rolls on, and I'm just excited for the challenge.
What's been the biggest adjustment for you so far?
I would say the speed, but for sure my line mates helped me with that, Max Sasson and Jason Poland, and playing with two guys like that, it's unbelievable the help that they give me to just get adjusted to the college level.
Thursday, you get your first chance to play in front of the Lawson Lunatics. What has the veterans on the team prepped you for that?
Yeah, they kind of just told me to be ready, and that I'm most likely going to get some chills when I'm stepping out there after warmups and even before warmups. So I'm just super excited to play in front of the Lunatics and all the fans here at Western Michigan.
All right, thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.
Well, Coach, a nice 6-4 comeback win on Saturday. Last year the Broncos had that situation a couple times, and you always spoke to the maturity of the team. You lost a lot, but team still retains their maturity.
For sure, I think it reflects leadership for sure. And Jason Poland, we were down 3-0. Now, I still thought we were outplaying them at that time. I thought we were playing really good hockey, actually. We made two major mistakes in the second period. They scored on both. But after that goal, there was a penalty kill shortly after that goal, and you could literally feel Jason Poland willing the team to, forward, and he just refused to be scored on that penalty kill, and then he just led us forward. After that, we got the power play goal, and then he scored our second goal and got us back on track. You could just feel that leadership coming through.
Heading into this week, you have Bowling Green, which is always a very tough game, for everybody in the way they've had success in the CCHA. What have you seen out of them so far this season?
I see with a standard Bowling Green team. I think they're talented enough. They have some real good players, but they play really hard. We're going to expect a real competitive situation. I think they got outplayed a little bit by Michigan State on the weekend, so I think they're going to be real motivated come Thursday. And I think they're well coached. They're talented, and I think we're going to expect a contest.
You had four guys for the newcomers score on the weekend with Galambos, Berger, McAllister, and Walters. Is it nice to see that contribution from those new guys so early?
It is, and but they're guys we expect to score. They're guys that are on power play. They're guys that get a lot of ice time, and we expect them to contribute offensively. As losing as much as we did last year, we're gonna need new guys to produce. McAllister looks like he's got a great offensive stick, and I think he's going to score a lot, especially in his career here at Western. And those two defensemen are up in the play lots, and we expect our defensemen to add from the backside.
Walters seems like an absolute pest out on the ice.
Well, he's got he's not Ethan Frank. Let's not get carried away, but he is a very, very fast player who has an ability to also put the puck in the net. So he's an exciting player with his feet. Certainly, some habits and things we're going to have to correct and make sure he's playing the correct way, but he is a dangerous player.
Did it take the guys a little bit of time to adjust to playing up there on that ice surface at Ferris State?
It's an interesting thing, Ferris State. Lots of teams get down early there, and because of the ice surface, we actually went up the day before, got a pregame skate in, so guys get used to it. And I actually thought we came out and played extremely well early on, and we still got down. But it wasn't. It is an unusual surface. Things happen faster than you used to. There's always crazy bounces at Ferris. That's why you have to stay calm. You have to stick with it, and I thought we did a great job of just doing that.
I think it's hardest on the goaltenders because the play is back on you in like a heartbeat.
Well, the play's back on you. The boards are hyperactive, so the bounces come off there in weird ways. Because of the shorter surface, the angles are slightly different in the rink, so you see what you consider weird or poor goals to go in. It's just an unusual place to play, and they're very good at playing there.
All right, you're at Lawson Ice Arena Thursday night, a rare Thursday night game, and the Lawson Lunatics are ready.
I hope they are. I hope they're chomping at the bit. Our players are excited to play in front of them. Obviously, we think we have the best home ice advantage in the country and some of the greatest fans in the country.
What does that Lawson Lunatic student section do for the team and for the program?
Yeah, for the program, it just infuses and injects excitement into the game, and the atmosphere is incredible. I think it pushes our players forward for sure when we start to get rolling and the crowd starts to get into it. And I think it does certainly hold some other teams back when they come in here. It's a hard place to play.
It's got to be a sense of pride, too, for the team to know that their fellow students support them that way.
Oh, of course. It's great to play in front of them, and certainly they have pride in the jersey and pride in the university.
All right, Bowling Green, a team that you guys play every year pretty much, used to be in the league together. They see Western Michigan as a rival, just like Fair State, and vice versa.
Well, 100%. I think we're going to have a full building. I expect them to have a full building as well down there. And I think it's, they're always competitive games. They're always highly contested games. I think it'll be that this weekend.
Jason Poland kind of took over that game for you on Saturday night. I mean, that guy is he's one of the best players ever to play here, I believe. Maybe not necessarily point totals and that kind of thing, but all the other stuff that he does. And if he adds that scoring, which I think he's certainly capable of, you got a really good hockey player.
Well, there's no doubt. And I mean, he's a leader. He's a winner. He's one of the best all-around hockey players I've certainly ever coached here. There's no doubt about that. But, you talk about adding scoring. He had 16 goals last year. Like, that's a lot of goals in college hockey, and I think he's already got 3 this year. So he gets so much credit for the other stuff he does that some people forget that he does have a good offensive stick, and he can make plays, and he does it on a regular basis.
All right, goaltending. You've played 2 guys. What are you thinking there?
Well, we'd like to not play them in the same game. That's generally not a great sign, but both guys have looked solid. I think they both look good. Who is our starting goalie? I think that's still a contest, and they both perform well every day in practice, and it's a hard decision. And we did pull Kurt after the 3rd goal the other night, but that was more for momentum for the team and a change for goalie. It wasn't really reflective. I think he would have liked that first goal back, and I think he would tell you that. But the other 2 were nice plays by Ferris. They have good players. They make good plays. So, at that point, we pulled him to try to change momentum, and it worked. Cam performed fairly well. Again, I think it's going to be a situation like everyone else. Earned ice time. That's what we do here.
You got through a game without Aiden Fulp, your number 1 D-man, but Berger and Galambos look like they know what they're doing out there.
They're real hockey players. They skate. They can play with the puck. They can, they can make plays, and they're also very competitive. And sometimes people relate offense to not competitive, but they are competitive. And I thought they did a great job of absorbing a bunch of ice time. Cam Knuble, who can kind of play a forward end defense, I thought Cam gave us very important minutes back there on the back end. And up front, we're still missing Chad Hildebrand. I think he's a big piece of our team.
Do you expect those guys back this week?
I think they're day to day. If you look at the injury report, it looks day to day. We certainly hope to have them back as fast as possible.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.